Hi guys, I'm Tim Blanchard. As you know, today we've started Blanchard Racing Team. So today is a very monumental day for our new team as we've taken delivery of the chassis we'll be using for the 2021 season. So we've got the Mustang here, fair bit of work to do over the coming weeks to put the team together. But we've got the car stored here in amongst some Sir Jack Brabham's trophies in at the VHRR club rooms for the next 2-3 weeks here at Cool Drive head office while we build the workshop. So over the next few weeks we're going to show you how we build the Blanchard Racing Team from an empty warehouse into a fully fledged supercar team to take on the 2021 series. Hope you enjoy as we take you on the journey with us. I just want to thank everyone for the last kind of 2-3 months. It's been a big few weeks and a few new faces. Been here only a couple of weeks, but it's been a huge effort and we've come a long way. Yeah, so I guess the main reason we started the team started from I guess an aspiration. We had to run the team ourselves and have control of our own destiny. For me personally, it's something I've always been interested in, is the team management side of the sport. As my driving career from a full-time perspective came to a close, I started looking a bit more towards the team management side of the sport. And then as Cool Drive's grown over the last few years and the opportunity presented itself last year for us to take control of running our own team. And it's kind of started from there and grown from there. The crew was probably one of the biggest challenges. We kind of had a bit of a different approach where we looked for staff that had the right attitude instead of the skill base, because we thought we'd kind of teach that. So we started off with Brendan Hogan coming on as a team manager. I've known Brendan for a long period of time. Went to uni with him, so I worked with him as an engineer as well. So I thought he was the right person to help us lead the team.
The fact that it's a very big organisation but with a small race team, so we're just set up as one department in the greater Cool Drive business. Yeah, it's a bit unheard of going from a massive team to a small team, but I'm actually going from a big race team to an even bigger organisation who's just starting up a race team.
One of the biggest projects in putting this together was building the workshop itself. So we didn't move into a purpose-built workshop. We didn't lease a building ready fit for purpose. We actually just cleared out a space in our warehouse at our distribution centre here at Cool Drive and built the workshop in there. So there's quite a lot of work involved in that. We had to pull all the stock in the area out. We had to pull the racking down. Then we had to sand all the floors, paint the floors, and then build the offices and all the workbenches and everything that goes with it. So the last 3 months leading up to our first event, there's been two massive projects, being the workshop build and the race team build.
Well, there we are guys, we're on track. First hit out for Cool Drive Racing. Full credit to the group of guys that we've got working for us. They put in a big effort to get here, and we're giving both the Tims laps in the car. Yeah, the ride day was pretty good opportunity for the team. A lot of guys in our team are new to supercars, so it's an opportunity for them to learn in a relatively low pressure environment about the car. It was a good opportunity for Slady, obviously, as the main driver, to get a lot of laps and learn the ergonomics of the car and some of the, I guess, driving techniques for the car. We
had a pretty successful ride day. The main thing was just about having a systems check on the car because we had new guys working on it. Both the Tims, Blanchard and Slade got a lot of laps in the car. Even though we were wobbling around on old tyres, they still sort of got a couple of the traits and the feelings that I know make that car go well. So we're just trying to give them a better understanding of what those feelings actually are and just let them have a bit of time away from the pressure of a race weekend to feel that.
Our expectations for the test day they were probably a little bit up and down. I think we knew we had a car that should be pretty quick, but we also knew that being our first day on track that there could be a lot of, I guess, teething issues as we go on.
Test day is going really well so far. We're just, as a new team, going through a lot of procedural stuff, which you kind of do at a test day anyway. Tim's getting used to driving the car, and being a new crew, we're all getting used to the procedures involved in supercar racing.
Yeah, our expectations for Bathurst was a little bit unknown. We've got a group of guys that are highly competitive, so we knew the car had the pace to be in the top 10, and so that was probably our goal for the weekend, to execute that.
Tim Slade, Ford Mustang, Cool Drive Racing. This is a brand new race team owned by John and Tim Blanchard. Tim will be co-driving later in the year, most likely with Tim Slade. So it's good machinery, good people, and in very safe hands with Tim Slade. He also slides it off turn 2. Blind approach into the cutting, gets it stopped. This requires a lot of finesse and confidence. You've got to modulate the brake pedal to just the right degree to get it back in and get the nose on line into the left-hander at the cutting, and then grab the throttle without firing it out into the wall on the exit. So he threads the needle up over the top of the hill, and here, 200 kilometres an hour.
And only 200ths of a second slower than the fastest first sector so far. So a nice start to the lap. Tim Slade's had 2 career poles. He's 35 years of age. This is a great opportunity for him, as you said, Neil, after missing the bulk of last year. This new team with the affiliation with Tickford have started the weekend very well. Pretty good lap.
It's the best Hume that we've seen so far. Yep. These engineers watching the micro sectors, and the data all look pretty decent at the moment. So what has Slade got when he gets to the control line? Yes. It's good enough for a 5. Tim Slade sets a new benchmark. Great job for Cool Drive Racing to be the fastest of the Mustangs and the fastest runner thus far. Well done.
Yeah, qualifying P2 for our first ever race as a team was beyond expectations, I think, is fair to say. To start off on the front row from your very first race was just something everyone on this team will never forget.
This weekend, trying to keep up with who did what, who owned what, who handed off what. Oh my goodness.
We just saw Dave Reynolds and Will Brown make contact in previous cars, so there's a lot of stuff going on up and down the pit lane at the moment.
Just need a bit of cloud cover. A shunt for Slade. So Slade has whacked the wall big time at the top of the mountain, and he's ripped the side out of that Mustang. He's got it off the road, but Slade has binned that thing.
Yeah, the response to seeing the car come back was mixed emotions. Normally you're pretty down and upset when I guess the car comes back on the flatbed, but I think after what we achieved already in our first weekend, I was still pretty proud of all the guys, of what they'd been able to accomplish, and as disappointed as I was, I still kind of was happy with our result and our performance. So it was a very strange feeling, not one that you often get in motorsport, of being, I guess, happy and disappointed at the same time. So it was definitely a unique experience. Obviously wish things went differently, but yeah, I think what we achieved up to that point still outweighed how it all ended.